I'd like to start this week's video off with thanking everybody for not commenting anything about potatoes on last week's video. Nice, you've got a new sub here. I'm actually not puzzling on my own, but somehow I like you and I'm interested in these cuber stuffs. Comments like these are really nice to get because it means that other people are getting interested in the cubing videos, and I can be at least a small part of that. One thing I've tried to do with my videos over the years is make them so that non-cubers can watch them too and understand them somewhat. Some of the videos, some of them obviously, like a clock scrambling tutorial, don't work out so well. Can I ask you a question? Might sound harsh, but why is MMAP still not an adult and you are? He seems like a kid for me though. I'm from Germany. Okay, so I didn't quite understand the question, or why it would be harsh, but me, myself, and Pi is an adult. He's, I think, 7 years older than I am. Can turtles eat bananas? Box turtles can. My turtle probably could eat bananas, but I don't think he would, because he really only likes turtle foods and, like, fish and bugs. Will you be getting the GT and the Tangpo? Definitely not the Tangpo, because that's a 2x2, and I wouldn't spend my money on a 2x2, because I don't solve 2x2. And, I'm assuming you mean the Oolong GT. The GT is a series of cubes from Moyu, so you can't really just say GT. But the Oolong GT, probably not, because I've kind of heard that it's similar to the Tanglong, and I have a Tanglong, so I don't really need a different type of Tanglong. If the Packers go out with a losing season, what will you do? Here's the thing, football is just a game. I only pay attention because it's interesting, all the different rules and statistics they have, but if the Packers go out with a losing season, it doesn't really change that much. I'm excited when they win, but it doesn't really affect me when they lose. What is your opinion on Derpy Cuber calling you Jahaha Rubik's? LOL. You know, why I think people started doing this is because a popular YouTuber by the name of Jax Films mispronounces words, so other people have started to mispronounce words in their videos. And it's funny when it's like one word in a couple videos, but when it's a lot of words in a lot of videos, that really bugs me. And I mean, it's not like they're doing anything wrong. I don't think they shouldn't be doing that. It's just that for me personally, I don't find mispronouncing words funny. Do you know where US Nationals will be in 2016? It's not my job to give any hints or to tell you guys where it will be, but you can follow Cubing USA on all their social medias, and they're going to be giving out the hints and telling you where it is going to be. They're going to announce it in the next month or so. Why is Cubes for Speed the best store? Well, I'm glad you asked. The first reason is because all of their products are lower prices than all the other stores in the United States, and their shipping is faster than all of the other stores in the United States, so it doesn't make sense to buy it anywhere else. Some people will still say it's better to buy your cube from a larger store for some reason and have to wait longer and pay more for shipping, but it just doesn't make sense, and people can't explain this logically to me. I keep asking them to explain why you would want to pay more and wait longer for a cube, but nobody has yet to do that for me. Why is pizza better than pickles? Well, it kind of goes like this. If you're comparing two foods and you have a pickle in one hand and you have the best food in the other hand, it's kind of your answer right there. Here's a long comment. Mega is not the only event with more than 6 sides. Multi-blind has as many sides as you want. This is actually not true. You are solving a 6-sided cube, but multiple 6-sided cubes. That's not what the point is. And speaking of which, why don't you like blind? It is the only event where you're not looking at the cubes as you turn it. I like blindfolded, but there are multiple blindfolded events, so it doesn't have the uniqueness of a single event. My point is, saying an event is better because it is different is stupid, because literally every event is different, which is what makes them separate events. Well, thank you for calling my logic stupid, and I literally did not say my events that I like are better. I said I liked them more because they're different. You were, in fact, not quoting me correct here. You said saying an event is better. I did not say any events are better than others. I think all the events are pretty great. I like literally all the events. 2x2 is a little silly because it's so short, That's just my opinion though. I don't have a problem with people liking 2x2. But in that video, I was literally just explaining why I had originally started practicing those events more and ended up liking them so much. So I think before you comment on people's videos, you should really take a look at what they're actually saying and not just jump to conclusions and call them stupid. Have you ever competed in Square One? I have competed in Square One and every other event that is not a blindfolded event. The only reason I haven't competed in blind yet is I'm not very good and probably wouldn't get a success, but I have competed in Square One and it is one of only a couple events that I'm not top 1,000 in the world in. If you like unique events, why not FMC? FMC is actually one of my favorite events. I just didn't, feel the need to take the time to explain that event also. So it would have been, 4 or 5 events or whatever it was that I was talking about. But FMC is one of my favorite events right now and could have been my favorite event, a little while ago. I was practicing it every day, doing multiple FMC attempts a day, usually 2 a day. And FMC is really interesting because if you don't know what he's talking about, it's the fewest moves challenge. And I actually think FMC takes more skill than a lot of other events because it's the only speed solve event. It's more about the skill of finding a good solution as opposed to solving it fast. 'Cause where can I find the best tutorial for clock? Well, right now you can just look up how to solve a Rubik's clock on YouTube. I feel that some of those are kind of lacking in some clock information, so I'm gonna try and make a tutorial with some updated and newer information sometime soonish. What kind of pizza have you eaten today? I have not had any pizza today. Thanks for reminding me, Nolan. That is it for this week. I leave for Colorado tonight, so I'll probably see some of you guys there. I haven't found a place to meet up yet, but it'll probably be at a mall with a food court because food is actually quite tasty.